Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to slice through all the confusing tech talk and help you find the absolute perfect camera for your travels. You know, the one that's actually going to capture your memories the way you see them.
Oh man, we have all been there. Picture this, you're in Santorini, the sun is setting and the whole sky is just on fire with these incredible oranges and purples. You whip out your phone, you snap a picture, and you look down at the screen and just think, ugh, that just doesn't look anything like what I'm seeing. The magic just isn't there. And that's because our phones, as amazing as they are, they do have your limits, you know? You try to zoom in on something far away, and it instantly turns into a blurry mess. You try to take a photo when it gets dark, and everything just kind of turns to mush. And the battery? Don't even get me started. It always seems to die right at that perfect moment. It might be time for an upgrade. So, here's our game plan to find your perfect camera. We're going to start by looking at why you might want to move beyond your smartphone. Then we'll dive into a few categories: the best all-arounders, some awesome cameras for video and adventure, the super stylish and portable options, and of course some really smart budget buys. By the end of this, I promise you'll know exactly which one is right for you.
Okay, let's be real. The world of cameras can feel like you're trying to navigate a minefield, right? It's just full of confusing jargon and these really high price tags. It's so easy to get lost. But don't worry, we're going to cut right through all that noise.
We're doing that by focusing on three, let's call them non-negotiables for any great travel camera. Number one, it has to be portable. Number two, it's got to be easy to use. And number three, you have to actually be able to buy it without getting stuck on some frustrating waitlist. Simple as that.
So, keeping those three things in mind, this really brings us to the most important question. What kind of traveler are you? Answering this is the real key to finding your perfect camera companion. Are you just looking for a simple upgrade? Are you a vlogger? A minimalist? Let's figure it out.
First up, let's talk about the all-around champions. This category is for all of you out there who want a really serious upgrade from your phone. We're talking beautiful, crisp photos that just work. No steep learning curve required.
And we have two major contenders in this ring. First is the Canon EOS R50, which has this brilliant AI autofocus for anyone who just wants to point and get the shot. Then there's the Fujifilm X-S20, for those of you who want that beautiful, artsy, aesthetic look right out of the camera, no editing needed.
Let's take a closer look at that R50. Seriously, its AI autofocus is like having a little magic assistant inside your camera. It finds eyes, faces, even your dog, and just locks on instantly. You literally just point, and it nails the shot every single time. It's super light, but, word of the wise, you'll probably want a spare battery for a full day of shooting.
Okay, next up. This category is for the travelers who are all about capturing the action. I'm talking to the vloggers, the YouTubers, and all you adrenaline junkies out there.
And here we have two absolute specialists. The Sony ZV-1II is basically a tiny vlogging studio that fits in your pocket, perfect for talking to the camera. And then, of course, there's the GoPro Hero 13 Black, the camera that's pretty much indestructible and is built to go absolutely anywhere.
The killer feature on this Sony is its ultra-wide lens. You can hold it at arm's length and easily fit both yourself and that stunning background into the frame. No problem. It even has this cool product showcase mode that'll instantly focus on anything you hold up. The trade-off is that it does rely on digital stabilization and it can struggle just a little bit when the lights get low.
The GoPro is legendary for a reason, right? You can strap this thing to your chest while you're skiing, and its hyper-smooth stabilization makes the footage look impossibly, unbelievably smooth. It's waterproof, it's built to survive just about anything. Just remember, it's a video-first camera. The still photos are fine, but video is where it really shines.
All right, now for a category that's a little different. This is for the folks who value the experience and the look of their camera just as much as the photos it takes. These are for the travelers who want a camera that looks good, feels great to use, and is incredibly easy to carry around.
This group has a ton of personality. First, you've got the Nikon ZFC, which is perfect for the style icon who just loves that retro vibe. Then there's the Olympus EM10 Mark IV, which is truly a backpacker's best friend. And finally, the Ricoh GR3, the ultimate tool for the minimalist, hiding a massive professional sensor in a body that literally fits in your jeans pocket.
Now, before we talk about that Olympus, let's pause for a quick tech term, IBIS. It stands for In-Body Image Stabilization. It sounds complicated, but it's simple, and honestly, it is a game changer. It means the actual sensor inside the camera physically moves around to cancel out your shaky hands.
This lets you take super sharp photos in dimly lit museums or at night, all without lugging around a tripod.
Okay, back to the Nikon ZFC. It is not just about its gorgeous retro looks. See those physical dials for things like shutter speed and ISO? They're fantastic. They give you this really hands-on, tactile way to actually learn the fundamentals of photography. It might feel a bit more plasticky than it looks, but the image quality you get from it is absolutely top-notch.
And this is where that Olympus really shines. It combines that amazing IBIS we just talked about with a huge selection of tiny, super lightweight lenses. You can pack an entire camera kit, multiple lenses, in a tiny little bag. It is the ultimate blend of power and portability for any traveler who's counting every single ounce.
All right, our final category is for the smart shoppers out there. These are the cameras for travelers who want that beautiful, professional-looking image quality, with the blurry background, but do not want to spend a fortune to get it.
And here we have two fantastic options. The Canon EOS R100 is probably the cheapest way to get into a modern camera system, so it's perfect for a student or a first-time buyer. And then you have the Sony a6400, which is just a reliable workhorse. It's a slightly older model, but it's built tough and just keeps on performing.
So here's the deal with the R100. You get the exact same sensor and photo quality as its more expensive sibling, the R50. For the price, that's just amazing. So what's the trade-off? Well, it cuts corners on features. There's no flip-out screen for selfies, and there's no touchscreen. This camera is all about one thing, getting the absolute best image quality for your money.
All right. Wow, we have looked at a lot of great cameras. So now it's time to bring it all together and make that final choice. How do you actually pick the one that's perfect for your next big adventure?
Well, it really just comes down to 3 simple steps. First, define your goal. Are you mostly shooting photos, videos, or a mix of both? Second, set your budget. And third, and listen, this is the most important part. Ask yourself, which one of these will I actually be excited to carry with me every single day?
Because at the end of the day, that is what it all comes down to. The most expensive feature-packed camera on the planet is completely useless if it's just sitting in your hotel room. The best camera is always, always the one you have with you, ready to capture that next incredible memory. So pick the one that inspires you to get out there and shoot.